Well, I'm off to buy oil for the headstock. November 1st, 2022. We will fire this baby back up and start making some chips. So, I'm off to Rural King. Yeah, probably Rural King to buy some hydraulic oil. Well, I'm back from Rural King, and I picked up my oil. What I got was a AW32 hydraulic oil. 32 is the equivalent of 10 weight, and I understand. What I'm looking for, the machine calls for Texas, Nebo, or equivalent viscosity of 200-second saturation at 100 degrees Celsius, right? I don't even know what that means, so when I first got the machine, I flushed it with diesel fuel and ran it with transmission fluid, Ford transmission fluid. So whether this is the right oil, the wrong oil, it's probably better than transmission fluid. And I will probably drain my apron, which has transmission fluid. I have a feeling it's too thick. I want to drain that and replace it with this hydraulic oil. They had a 32. They also had maybe a 64, and the 64 was for a hotter climate, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. But anyway, we're going to put the oil in the machine. I'll show you where it goes. And then we are going to just kind of run it through its paces, I guess. We'll hit all the gears. We'll hit the drives. And I guess that's about it. So, let me show you where this stuff goes. Make a nice smooth transition. There we go. Unplug you. There we are. This is the clutch housing. This is my sight glass. Let's get that squared up a little bit. That's my sight glass. And this is the fill plug. And down here, underneath it is the drain plug. So I'm going to pull that fill cap off. I'm going to kind of wedge that in there a little bit and go ahead and pour that in. I'll get a little bit of the pour. I figure out where to put the camera at. Okay, here we go. I wish I had a bigger funnel. This is going to take about 2 gallons. It's going to take a long time. I could almost pour this free-handed, I think. Okay, you don't need to see that. Okay, I got it about halfway up the sight glass. That is about 7 quarts, maybe a little heavier than 7 quarts. So it's just short of 2 gallons. I may have enough in there to do the apron. So I guess now we just need to get this thing put back cap put back on. And let's go ahead and get the power hooked back up, and we'll run this through its paces. Right before we start, we're going to open up this oil valve, and that's going to oil this rear bearing. And yeah, I think we're ready to start her up and run her through its paces. So let's get the electric hooked up. And so over here, and we'll get the phase converter turned on. It's been a while, I don't remember which one it is now. It's got to be that one. No, it's not that one. What the hell? Oh, it's got to be. Well, I don't remember that being the case, but I'm going to have to move some things back here, get this cover back on. Get this cover back on. Get that cover back on. Okay, we got the phase converter on. We got a choice between slow and fast. We are set on feed. We are set for 13 threads per inch or 7 thousandths per revolution feed. We are on feed. We will start. It's already started. And we are 190 RPMs. See this chart here. Right here. ABC 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we got A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Here's the indicator. So this is on B. This is on 3. It's 190 RPMs. Okay. Now we should have feed. Very slow. Maybe we should. I also adjusted this. I've always been using that other one. I got this adjusted. This is all the way off. It is not banging into the chip tray. So let's increase our feed here to 12 thousandths per revolution. And we go back here, use our, I'm not used to using this. And it engages all the way. Let's see if it's all the way. All the way. This has been adjusted perfectly now. So once again, we got our feed going. And now we'll do our cross slide. Cross slide is moving towards us as it's feeding to the left. And let's see if I can stop the cross slide. I cannot touch it. Okay, cross slide is done. Before I had trouble getting it to release, so there we go. Stopped right away. Still feeding here. We bring this out. So nice that this is working better now. Now we're going to change our feed direction. I call that reverse. It's going to move from left to right now. And the cross feed's going to move away from the operator. Now we are moving to the left. The cross slide is moving away. Now I want to just barely engage that. See if I have any, if I can have any influence on it. Yes, I can. But not when fully engaged. So I believe my my tentativeness of my cross feed is over with. Okay, let's stop this. And let's try 314, which is going to be B1. Okay, now we're going to go 490. So we're going to go to A2, which is that position there. This is 490 RPM. And now we're going to do 800, which is C, B, 2. Okay, I can, by hitting this one a little extra, I think I'm applying a brake, because I can stop it. A little faster, whereas here, that's about the same probably. Okay, let's go for neutral here. Let's go down to back to 190. So we're going to go B. B has to be your first lever move because these won't move unless one of them's in B. So B3. B3. That's 190. Okay, I was taking pictures when I thought I was making videos, but let's take note of this boss right here. That is sticking out of the reverse feed gear. So when I shift the gears, this plate goes over and there's a surface that catches that. And it gives you your feed. Let me get this thing turned off. And sorry about that. Gives you your feed. So I was having some serious banging and clanging going on between trying to find neutral. And neutral is the space between forward, neutral, reverse. Okay, the problem has fixed itself since then. So that boss, this is some extra bosses I made that are pressed into the gears. And when the problem was persisting, my solution, as I saw it, was going to be to grind some of the length of this off. It's pressed in the gear. I could press it in deeper, but I don't want to mess with that press fit. As of right now, it is engaging like it has great engagement on the location that it's engaging on. I mean, I'm right up to it. If I took some of the material off, I would be bringing it back, like maybe like that. And so show you the difference between the worn out one and the new one. This is the one I removed, and this is more indicative of the one that has replaced it. This one here is a little oversized. But that would definitely, like I said, the problem kind of fixed itself. It was only doing it in screw as opposed to feed and screw. The clanging, and it was that gear coming in and striking the plate that drives it. I think that explains it. So for right now, it seems to have fixed itself. Things have shifted or whatever, and I'm not going to complain or question that right now. If it surfaces again the problem, I will remove that. I can get in there without taking the headstock off. I was just pulling this plate off, pulling the center. This gear will come off with this plate, and it'll just leave that gear with the boss. It could actually be done in place here. If I had it in forward, it's a lot more exposed. There's forward. Yeah, it's a hold on a minute here. Yeah, it's a lot more accessible. But then I'm going to have filing, shavings, all done in my gears. Not in my headstock though. And I could actually clean those up easily by taking this plate off. Now, the thing to do is take it off. Take that gear closest to the outside of the machine off, and working on that boss. Okay. Wish I could turn this oiler off. That was... No, it's been on about an hour, and it took about a third. It was about a third of the way up, and that oils that bearing. Okay, guys.